employees, it includes our police services, and no, we don't have a lot of money, and you just need to talk to people about what we're doing with what we do have. And one of the things we've recently done, we just did it last month, Hunt Highway, we talked about how it's behind. Well, you can't just say that to citizens. They don't care that you don't have money. They want to know what you're doing about it. We just restriped a good portion of Hunt Highway. I think about 8 miles total, where we restriped based on engineer input. And this is a good little story. We had a citizen, Bob Crowley, who was an old family friend. I've known Bob for 30 years. Well, he used to be an engineer for the city of Phoenix, and he called me up and said, "Brian," he goes, I can help you on your roads on Hunt Highway." And I'm like, "Well, that's great, Bob. I appreciate that." And he's like, "No, really, you need to listen." And I said, "Oh, that's fine. I'll listen." So I got our engineers and Bob, and we drove Hunt Highway, and you know, our engineers, God bless them, to accommodate a citizen like that, and I'm so appreciative of that. But we had many of his ideas we already had on paper. Yes, this is what we're going to do. This is how we were thinking. So it validated our thought process, and it made Bob feel like he was contributing, which he was. And ultimately, the citizens in Santan Valley get a better road, you know, where traffic moves more smoothly, it's safer, and all these things. And there was the public input. Now, I'm not putting an invitation out to every citizen who wants to help us run the county, but you're always welcome to give an email or a phone call. In this case, there was a personal relationship.
But I think that speaks highly of Pinal County, the fact that, you know, citizens, you know, do have a voice in the process. I mean, you don't see that in Maricopa County. I mean, can you imagine somebody going up to Fulton Brock or somebody saying, "You need to stripe this road this way"?
Well, we're still rural, and I think we strive to do that. In fact, Sheriff Babu and I, it's not uncommon for the two of us to show up at an HOA meeting or a block watch meeting together. Think about that. When was the last time you saw Sheriff Joe and a supervisor show up at a block watch meeting for 12 people? You know, that's just so atypical. You know, I know their schedules are busy. I think at this point we still identify with the onesies and the twosies, you know, the small groups that really make our county run, you know, they define our citizenry. And so we continue to go out. You know, we're not in an election cycle, we're not in any of that stuff, so it's not like, oh, he's just here because he wants votes. No, we're out there because we want to hear what the problems are, we want to hear what we might be able to do, and to let you know what we're doing, because we don't have a lot of press out here. I mean, you and Heather do a great job, but it's tough getting the word out in Pinal County. Ask the citizens of Santan Valley who didn't know about the election, who didn't know about the name change. They're not real happy right now. We need to get some more press, some more newspapers.
Let's talk a little bit now. 4th of July is coming up here as the time we're taping this. Let's talk a little bit about your 4th of July experiences in the military. I mean, a lot of people, you know, sometimes just think 4th of July, a chance to go swimming, a chance to barbecue. But I'm sure with you it means a little bit more, considering that you've probably spent some time away from your family during that period of time.
Yeah, 4th of July is, you know, as all our Americans, you know, we appreciate all we've been through. And of course, when you read the history, you actually take the time to read the history, it really comes to life. You know, all the battles and things that had to take place, and you know, it really comes to. But when you find yourself in a foreign country, and you talk about stories here, one of the most memorable ones I had was in 2002. So less than a year after 9/11, I found myself in Afghanistan, outside of Kandahar, which is in the far southern area there. Here we are, we're out there fighting bad guys. That's when Taliban was hot and heavy in Afghanistan. And you know, 9/11 was still very fresh, and we knew the anniversary was just, you know, a couple months away, and we were working through how do we get Hamid Karzai, the president of the country, you know, how do we make this work? How do we get the bad guys out, and how do we infuse democracy into this, for lack of a better word, a backwards country? I mean, they're very much third world. So it was, you're very proud to wear the flag on your arm. You know, Joe, that's funny. I think about that. That's probably one of the biggest things I miss about not being in the military. I used to wear a flight suit every day, and we always had a flag on our shoulder. And I don't get to wear a flag. I'll put it on my lapel or something on my jacket. But, you know, that flag, you know, I'll never forget it. Talking to kids in school a lot of times, go talk to the kids, and you tell them this flag, and there's nothing there right now, but there was a flag right there, that's our team. You know, that's who we represent. And the kids, they get that. This is our team out here. And the 4th of July gives us a chance, you know, to recognize that our team is amazing. It's great. You know, I've lived everywhere. I've lived everywhere from Korea to Germany to England to Lower Alabama to New Mexico to Texas. I've seen a lot. You know, I've seen a lot of our planet, and I'm telling you, good, bad, or indifferent, you know, this is by far the best country I've seen, the best model. Now, we have all our warts, just like everybody else, but when it comes right down to it, our citizens are amazing. And our country is unbelievably beautiful from top to bottom, you know. It's proud. You're proud, and unfortunately, you have to go away from it to really get a sense of how great it is. And I have been in some real, let's see if the correct words here, not so nice places. Crap hole came to mind, but I've been some not so nice places with some not so nice people, and we're blessed. So 4th of July is a big deal to me and my family, because I have friends who have died, you know, for this country, and 4th of July represents a lot to a lot of citizens, as it should. So be proud. Be proud that you're an American, and feel lucky, because most of us didn't get to choose where we were born, and those that were born in this country and those that have migrated to this country, you're lucky. This is a good place to be.
All right, on that note, I think we'll end it up right here. I want everybody to take care during the 4th of July holiday, and also take care throughout the whole summer, because the monsoons are out there, West Nile virus is out there. Always take care of the bites, and also to make sure that, you know, you take care of yourself during the heat as well. So this is Joe Pirates, along with our supervisor here from District 2, Brian Martyn, with interview with the Supervisor Brian Martyn. Thanks for joining us.